fuck it. I don't have time for a parody with special effects at this point. I'm so sorry, guys. I just gotta get straight to the point. I am 2 weeks late with this review, but I got to get my show back on track. And to tell you guys that Injustice 2 is worth your attention.
Joe, fight me!
Joe, I don't have time for this, okay?
I'm not Joe, I'm Pepe!
We have to catch up. Get out of my shop. I'm sorry, but listen. This is one of the best DC cinematic experiences today. You could buy it if just for the single player story alone. It is that freaking good.
Come on. I look good, you look good.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
It's a damn shame I'm to punch those sexy six-packs.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty sexy, but no, Joe, stop it!
For me!
They want to know whether this game is worth it or not this stupid parody shit. I'm not fighting you. We all know that Superman would win in a fight. I proved that in my video series. These Injustice games just have it fucking wrong.
I see what this is. It's because nobody likes Superman anymore.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Batman is the best superhero. That's why NetherRealm treats Superman like shit!
Fuck you, Joe! I hate you! I'm using that suit, Joe! You're not as powerful as Superman! What the hell is that?
Kryptonite!
Not for long.
You sneaky bitch!
What are you gonna do now, Pipsqueak? I don't think so.
Oh, yeah?
Clever, but not good enough, Joe. You done?
We just got started.
Shit. I don't have time for this, Joe. You did this to yourself. I'm sorry I had to do that. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, Superman is better than Batman. And also, it is amazing how NetherRealms have taken fighting games to this whole new level of cinematic storytelling. Their campaign in this genre is simply unparalleled. There's nothing like it. It's unrivaled. And somehow they keep getting better.
So you won't kill, but you're fine with traumatic brain injuries.
Secure the loading docks.
There are so many characters, so many stories, so many choices in this game. This Injustice even adds branching options in the campaign. Though admittedly very small variations, they still do add some replayability to the story, taking its total playtime to around 5 or 6 hours with multiple playthroughs. Heroes will split off into teams of 2, and you'll choose which one you want to use to take on the next battle, with different dialogue sections. It all leads up to a final choice towards the end of the game that gives you 2 completely different endings. I never expected a multiple choice in this way, and it adds something huge to the game, and it deserves to be highly commended.
I'll deal with him.
You hate magic.
I'll manage.
And I'll hunt down Brainiac.
And if you're wondering, yes, I am kind of pissed off, since once again, Superman is not ultimately treated the way I want him here either. It's more bat worship. This is Injustice after all, so I have to accept it. It is a parallel universe, okay? But it just sucks seeing how well they handle other characters. And I wish that NetherRealms would give Soup some of that same love for his real fans. Thankfully, At least Supergirl is featured prominently and accurately, so much so that she quickly became my main.
Oh shit! Like my heart is beating, y'all. Like I hate this.
Supergirl.
I don't want
Harley
to loss
Quinn.
on my record, dog.
Call this lesson Wham Bam Pow!
Begin.
Let's do this! Ah, fuck! Oh, fuck!
I kind of wanted to see it. I wanted to see it.
Supergirl wins.
Look at her, she's so beautiful. And they got the music relaxes.
You're like,
Yeah, quick to the
fucking
main
one.
man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Every single aspect of the game seems to have been improved here. The amazing graphics, the level backgrounds are even more lively and detailed and interactive with objects and fun stage interactions. Yeah.
Let's go out to the movies. Let's go out to the movies. Oh, fuck.
And a huge standout is the top-notch voice acting. I love hearing the intros and the creative one-liners and quibs during the clashes, and it's made even more real with some of the best facial animations I've seen in any game, much less the fighting game genre, putting the final nail in Mass Effect Andromeda's coffin.
My parents are dead. No. To the Batcave.
The massive roster of 28 characters pleases me greatly. I was starting to get the feeling that most fighting game makers were getting complacent and were okay with giving us less and fewer characters. Though I do wish the 29th character, Darkseid, wasn't some DLC pre-order bullshit again. Also, there are 9 more characters, bringing this up to 38. They're planned for post-release, which is A-okay in my opinion, especially when we're given more than a fair amount up front and tons of value in the base game. When you do that, it actually makes me more willing to buy these additional characters than ever. And I think I will buy a few, like Red Hood, who looks really like a badass addition. The roster choice itself is excellent. I kept getting surprised with how many characters I ended up liking after I tried out their playstyle. I feel like every character is interesting and earns their place on the roster. Oh, okay, maybe there are a personal few exceptions for me, like Cheetah or Captain Cold. But that, that's just me. With Sub-Zero coming to the roster, I don't see the point in Captain Cold. And I don't understand the need for some C-Team characters, from DC like Cheetah. There's other characters I would have liked to have seen return or make their debut first before that. For example, Joker, he feels like an unnecessary carryover just to please WB's Suicide Squad demand. But with so many characters available to us and coming, these are rather small quibbles.
Oh, Harley. Always such a disappointment. Why do I bother?
After the excellent story mode, things are just getting started. Just about every mode you would expect in a fighting game is here. Even with some modes you wouldn't expect, like the new Multiverses, which takes its cues from Mortal Kombat Towers. This mode serves as a sort of daily, weekly, monthly challenges with modifiers like a character showing up as a sidekick to help you out, or Joker randomly dropping bombs. Just random modifiers can pop up in these, and you'll see all sorts of crazy versions of your favorite characters with crazy colors and costumes, and some look really upgraded and badass. Never fear, Batman is here!
I saw the best in the... What? Who are you?
Who are you?
The Batman.
You can't be Batman! I'm Batman!
Hey, baby!
I'm Batman!
You're a has-been!
Has-been? What? Would a has-been be able to do this? Oh! Ah!
Hey, baby!
You little... These missions and challenges can be themed for certain characters and end up giving you specific rare or epic loot for them, which is a really good way to get more badass things for the people you like. And we'll talk about that in just a second. But be careful, because the bosses in some of these modes are really tough, and you need to perfect your play for some of them. Think Shao Kahn from MK9 level of cheapness.
Okay, let's go. Boom. Boom. I can do this. You're going down, Brainiac.
For my parents.
Okay, let's go. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Never give up. Never surrender. Superman can do it. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold it back. Get back. Get back. Yes. Yes. What? What? No. No! What the fuck?
Yet another addition is the AI Battle Simulator, where you pick your best 3 fighters that you've equipped, and you have them go into scheduled matches without you taking control. You just watch. This mode confuses me the most. It seems more inspired by like Madden NFL games than anything else. But it does allow you to unlock gear and things hands off while you work on other things. So it's like the game is working overtime for you to earn more stuff, so to speak. So it's cool. What else? They add a tournament mode. There's even player guilds. I've always wanted this in a fighting game. It's up to 50 members for helping you complete daily and weekly challenges, earning more mother boxes fast. The Angry Army has one, and it's boosted my gear earning incredibly. So join a guild as soon as you can.
Mr. 50 here. You can join our guild.
You have been approved.
Approved. 46. Approved. 49. Approved. We're gonna have all the strongest guys in the world.
Okay, but how is the fighting in this fighting game? It's friggin' excellent. If you like NetherRealm style of those fast juggle combos, the game, of course, isn't as complex or as deep as, say, Street Fighter, but Injustice, in my opinion, is going after something completely different. A more pick-it-up-and-play mass audience fighter. Friendlier button inputs and combos, though with still a fair amount of skill moves and deeper gameplay waiting to be discovered. It allows more casual players to jump in and still find some success. Tutorials will teach you crossovers, bounce cancels, meter burning, dodges, escapes, and of course, supers. There's some really good supers. My favorite is Supergirls, which would kill half the roster, but hey, it doesn't need to make sense.
Let's go, Harley! Let's go! I'm gonna throw your ass in the fucking sun! Harley's so fucking dead right now, like she can't fucking survive that. What the fuck?
And there are some kind of disappointing ones that fall flat on their face, like say Gorilla Grodd. Thankfully, for newer players, there are character-specific tutorials. I've wanted these for a while, but unfortunately, they don't do as good of a job as, say, Street Fighter V's missions. Sure, they teach you important moves or 1 or 2 combos, but for some reason, they don't let you repeat them or practice them in the same instance you learn them. You'll have to open up a bunch of other menus and practice modes separately for that. It needs to be an all-one mode so you can get into the rhythm of things.
Bet you sonic boom when you fart.
Definitely not how the Speed Force works.
But Let's talk about it. Perhaps the biggest add to the game ties into its tagline, "Every battle defines you." This is because there are loot drops. Yes, loot drops in a fighting game. 3 types, in fact. New looking gear pieces that boost your fighter stats, new shaders for unique colors to your costume, and at level 10 and 20, new abilities and moves for your fighters that can vary up the way you play. Now, I saved this for last because there is a lot to talk about here. But to sum it up, personally, I think that the new system is a success. Much more so than, say, the 3 fighting variation styles from MKX. It adds just so much more character and personal attachment to your fighter. It is so cool seeing all the different possibilities and look for each of the massive roster of characters. It always offers you as a player something new for your favorite heroes, a reason to keep playing as you earn XP to unlock these. So no matter what you're doing in the game, you're earning your way to something new. And that is a good thing, a smart thing. And honestly, it's gonna be hard for me to go back to not being able to customize my fighters to this degree in any fighting game now. It's gonna be an element that I'm probably gonna feel like it's missing, especially if I have to buy costumes. Yes, it's true that gear is mainly used for the multiverse mode, and that in ranked play online, it doesn't matter. The gear is cosmetic owning, meaning none of the stats matter, and it's a level playing field for anyone. Now that's a given. Had they not done that, I would have boycotted this game completely. However, frustratingly, normal unranked player matches are set to defaultly use gear stats, which is where I play mainly because I don't want to get my ass kicked over and over in ranked.
Oh my god, wow! Flash is very easy to play. Or maybe this guy's just so good it's looking like it's that easy.
Probably, because I think I've hit the floor at least once.
This guy, you gotta stay on the offensive. Ooh, did Joe do something awesome?
Yeah, I missed.
It went right over his head.
God damn it!
It's just stupid for new players to have to open up a menu and manually turn off gear each and every time, and if your opponent doesn't do the same, you're gonna end up playing with his gear on anyway.
Go easy on. What the fuck? Look at all that shit he's got! I saw that! I fucking saw that!
He's got a level.
Harley Quinn.
Level 17.
You could set up private matches though in rooms to take care of this stuff, but you know, it does seem like they're encouraging players to play with gear on. It's admittedly pretty frustrating to try to directly get the gear that you want for the characters that you actually play. That's a problem.
Whoa, 3 epics! Fuck! I don't play Swamp Thing. I don't play Robin.
Dark side.
Maybe I mean, that's alright, but I don't really play him. I mean, whoa, I got a lot of dark side shit, you know what I mean? So maybe I should play him.
You can also earn level 20 gear fairly early in the game, and frustratingly won't be able to equip it until the character reaches that level, which can take forever, especially when you have, 29 characters to play. The pictures on the gear don't reflect the actual gear at a glance until you go and load a preview screen yourself on your character. There's just some nagging stuff here and there that could have been executed slightly better. Thankfully, we are given the ability to re-roll stats or transform a gear, as in an MMORPG, if you really like the look of a piece of a gear, but want to make it more powerful and keep the stats. So, we'll need to keep a vigilant eye, an eagle eye, on this future stuff from NetherRealms. Like, Darkseid, he's only available for a fee, $5, $6, unless you pre-ordered. Ugh, stop it. And Brainiac, he has ads all over to buy him when you first start the game, but nothing tells you that he can be unlocked for free by completing the campaign. Thank God I waited. That seems kind of underhanded and an easy mistake for people to make. Come on, guys. Don't ruin the amazing goodwill that you built up here with such a high-quality game.
will eat your brains. My blood will kill you.
Just about the only thing they've not added is something I've been asking NetherRealm since MK9. It's multiple X-rays, or in this game, multiple supers, instead of just one. To add a bit more variation to these excellent cutscenes so they don't get stale as fast. Considering how much content and extras and models and vehicles they've created for story mode, you would think that their new expanded team there could handle these additional supers. But it's just a small thing, and at this point, it really doesn't take away from the whole overall package. There is just so much fucking value here. It is tearing at the seams. You can hardly believe it. Basically, NetherRealms has done for the DC Universe what it did for its Mortal Kombat franchise when they did the excellent MK9. A love letter to everything that came before, holding back no punches, giving us huge effort here, and it pays off.
Lights out.
There goes my perfect record.
Rage quit!
No. We're gonna take our loss like a man.
Say the word, unplug the TV.
Unplug it!
Unplug it! Unplug the PS4 and everything. Oh, what happened, guys? Oops.
Just about the only other misstep I can think of, besides that annoying gear-related things, is the good ending. It just cuts abruptly short. It just ends without any sort of satisfying epilogue or explanation as to where some of the other heroes and villains are. Are they still out there? What the hell? Is that supposed to set up Injustice 3? If so, it does so really poorly, and it's gonna turn people off to that good side. Thankfully, the evil ending is far more interesting and deliciously evil, especially if I just embrace it, you know? And honestly, I hope that's where they take the next one, if there is a next one. So, the final verdict for Injustice 2 is a 9 out of 10 with a badass seal of approval. Honestly, this game could have earned the first of my fighting games a 10 out of 10 if it had not been for a few small nagging things here and there that I mentioned that drag it down. There's a bit of character balancing issues online, perhaps. Many are complaining about Deadshot, but I've been able to counter him with my main, and a few characters are always going to be underpowered. It's natural in fighting games, but some tweaking could benefit the game for sure. But the sheer amount of value and content packed in here, along with all the amazing modes and reasons to play, paired up with that highest quality single player story mode in all of fighting games, makes this one shining example of what this genre is capable of in 2017. NetherRealm are truly at the top of their game here, and I just can't wait to see what they do next. Allow me to suggest Necron, Brightest Day, Darkest Night, or the Anti-Monitor. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe. Ow! Fuck! My eye! What the fuck? Who's throwing shit? Ow!
Another victory for Batman. Well, you super eye, you super bitch.
Now I can see why Superman loses his cool with Batman in the Injustice series. So annoying!
Oh, Batman! My parents are dead! My parents are dead! Damn it!
You won't got one eye, goddammit, Joe.
All I need is one eye! Yeah.
Okay, go. But I want to... start from off screen. And then it gets hot and you drop it. Ah! Ah! And he's like, and then you run towards me. Are you done, Joe? Whoa!
I didn't see that coming.
Are you done, Joe?
I've just begun.
The